Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the second episode of your TV program Buzz on My IUC TV. Today we have the honor to receive Mr. Momo Bertrand, the CEO of Momobi, which is a marketing and communication company. Today this interview is gonna be in both in French and English, but don't be very strong you guys to my basic English. Welcome Mr. Momo, and thank you for coming at the University Institute of the Coast.
I mean, it's my pleasure to be here, Mr. Dorian, and I hope we are going to have a nice exchange today.
Of course.
Definitely.
So in the first part of this interview, we are going to talk about your academic and professional profile. So let me know about that.
Okay. So I went for my secondary school and high school. I was at the Sacred Heart College in Douala.
Yeah.
So for 7 years I was a boarder and I studied essentially arts.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to the Catholic University in Boya.
Yeah.
And where I obtained a BSc in management. So that's more or less what my academics look like.
BSc, which is a bachelor degree.
Bachelor's, bachelor's degree. C'est que vous appelez une licence.
Of course,
la
licence.
Je suis aussi bilingue.
Of course. Alors, votre parcours entrepreneurial, vous l'avez commencé depuis l'université également?
Yes. So I started my company, what I can call like the fetal stage of the present company in second year at university. So I just looked around me and I saw that the way small companies were communicating, it wasn't strong enough. So I decided to start a small company. I got my friends together and I said, hey, let's just do this. And now we have a company. So I started in the second year of university.
Mais avant ça, vous avez eu également une aventure professionnelle qui s'est voulu être très brève également.
Yes. So when I finished university, that was in mid-2015. Mid-2015. I went to work with a company, Go Ahead Africa, which is, I think, the top leadership training company in Cameroon. So it trains all the top companies in the nation. But I worked there for a little less than 1 year, and then I told myself, okay, I think I've learned everything I have to do. There was that zeal within me that just told me, Bertrand, il faut aller créer ton entreprise. So I decided to just go and focus on the business I had been running, because I had been running it on the side actually. I'd never closed my business since second year. So it's true that there were some ons and offs, but after a little less than 1 year of working for Go Ahead Africa, it was good. I'm not saying it was bad, but I just said
il fallait devenir son
propre chef.
Exactement. Alors votre domaine d'expertise porte sur le marketing et la communication, mais vous êtes spécialisé dans le marketing digital. Alors pourquoi cette spécialisation là?
Yeah. So when's the last time that you checked your Facebook? It's like,
j'ai regardé Facebook ce matin.
This morning?
Yeah.
So you look at it every day?
Yeah.
When is the last time that you looked at the news, normal news?
Peut-être hier soir.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
So we are getting into a digital world where people spend more time on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn than they spend watching the national TV, for example.
Or newspaper also.
Or newspapers, or billboards and stuff. People don't even notice billboards. So I think that as an African and as a Cameroonian, I want companies to be able to grow. And for the moment, they are investing in traditional marketing, which is more expensive than digital marketing.
Of course.
And my hope and my ambition when I decided to embark in this digital journey, because for me it's a journey, was that I could help small companies as well as big companies to increase their return on investment in marketing. And for me, digital marketing is the best. So that's why I chose it. You know, it's beautiful because, you know, you're working but you're enjoying yourself. You're working on Facebook. You're on Facebook. I mean, sometimes I joke and I say that quand tu travailles dans le domaine du marketing digital, tu es la seule personne qu'on paye pour aller sur Facebook. Donc,
et c'est ça, effectivement.
C'est assez intéressant. So that's really why I decided to focus on digital marketing.
Et alors, au Cameroun, est-ce que cela rapporte déjà, est-ce que cela porte ses fruits?
Bon, déjà, je vais dire, les entreprises sont assez timides. Parce qu'ils se disent, par exemple, tu peux avoir une entreprise, le directeur marketing est là depuis 20 ans. Pour lui, il se dit que non, quand moi je fais mon affiche là, quand moi je fais mon flyer, ça donne. Donc, je ne veux même pas entendre des histoires de Facebook. Lui-même, il n'a pas de compte Facebook. Donc, c'est assez difficile. Mais pour l'instant, on a pu travailler au niveau de la boîte, on a pu travailler avec plusieurs entreprises, pas seulement dans le domaine du digital, mais en général dans la nouvelle ère de la communication. On a travaillé avec plusieurs entreprises, surtout les startups, donc des jeunes qui comprennent l'importance du digital et qui décident de s'engager. Mais aussi avec quelques boîtes, par exemple Total Cameroun, qui est une multinationale, on a pu travailler avec eux. Donc c'est timide, mais je me dis c'est comme le téléphone. Au début, personne ne voulait avoir des téléphones, mais aujourd'hui même, mon arrière-grand-mère a un téléphone.
Exactement.
C'est progressivement, mais on est confiant que les choses vont aller pour le mieux.
Alors, nous espérons, chers téléspectateurs, que vous nous suivez parfaitement bien. Vous qui êtes anglophones, vous qui êtes francophones également, parce que nous essayons justement sur ce plateau.
Mais Monsieur Dorian, le Cameroun est bilingue. Donc, au Canada, quand on fait des interviews, tu peux switcher du français à l'anglais. Donc, il n'y a pas de problème. Il faudrait qu'on enlève ces blocus, là, ces barrières qu'on se construit. C'est un peu ça. Tu as commencé en anglais, tu switches. C'est justement ça qui rend le Cameroun intéressant. Pas seulement dans le domaine des affaires, mais de manière générale. Je ne suis pas francophone, mais j'essaye. C'est important.
Et on va dire que vous parlez plutôt très bien la langue française.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Alors, chers téléspectateurs de MyUC TV, nous avons terminé avec la partie qui était en rapport avec la présentation de notre invité d'aujourd'hui. Alors, nous allons nous diriger progressivement vers la deuxième partie de cet entretien. Mais avant, nous vous passons une petite pause, une petite annonce vidéo en guise de pause. Et nous nous retrouvons ici sur le plateau. C'est dans un instant.
Soyez des as en communication et développez votre génie en publicité. IUC, la seule adresse pour décrocher votre licence professionnelle.
IUC, un pôle d'excellence en Afrique.
Alors, chers téléspectateurs de MyUC TV, vous qui nous rejoignez à l'instant, nous sommes au deuxième épisode de votre programme Téléboss. Nous avons la chance de recevoir aujourd'hui un jeune et illustre entrepreneur. Il s'agit de M. Momo Bertrand, qui est le fondateur de la compagnie qui porte son nom. Il s'agit bien évidemment de Momobé. Alors, dans cette deuxième partie de notre interview, nous allons nous intéresser au projet de cette jeune entreprise qui est spécialisée dans le digital marketing.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So yeah. Go ahead.
To talk about the company.
Yeah.
What we do is we help companies to shine online by providing them with content and strategies. So it's two things actually that we do: content and strategies. Content is what? Okay, Mr. Dorian, you want to open a food store, or you want to open, let's say, a shopping place for t-shirts.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we design a beautiful video to sell a video ad which you can put on all social media. We help you to design your graphics, your logo, to design captivating slogans and words and all kinds of word content that will help you to attract people online. Because some people think it's just about going and creating a Facebook page. You need to fill it with content. You need to constantly have things that engage people. So we provide content that help people, companies, to engage their customers on one hand, and the other thing is strategies, because you can have content, but if you don't have the right strategies, then you're not going to win. So in terms of strategies, we give advice, we give trainings to help people to make sure that their companies are distinct from competition online. So okay, for example, you have opened that store. Okay. We have done the content and everything. Okay, what else? How do you get people to interact with you? We could help you devise a game that could help people to like your page and everything. And then when they like or something, they may have a free t-shirt. But in the end, you have more people viewing you. So on a whole, our promise to our customers is that when you work with us, you don't only gain visibility. You gain visibility and customers online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. So that's our promise more or less, and that's what we do for a living. Yeah.
Et en ce qui concerne donc les achats ou les paiements en ligne, est-ce que vous en occupez également?
Bon, non. En fait, nous sommes une entreprise de marketing et communication.
Justement.
Donc, on ne remplace pas l'entreprise vendeuse. Ce qu'on fait, on aide l'entreprise à mieux communiquer.
Ça, vous l'avez déjà dit, à travers le contenu et la stratégie.
Donc, mais
sur l'aspect vente.
L'aspect vente, si par exemple tu vas vendre tes t-shirts en ligne, non, il y a des API, mobile money, il y a des comptes, des banques, tu peux t'arranger avec ta banque, tu peux avoir une carte de crédit et tout. Un compte. En tout cas, ce n'est pas notre domaine de compétences, non. On t'aide juste à communiquer.
Alors, et Momobi aujourd'hui, où est-ce que vous en êtes?
Donc, bon, je vais dire que j'ai lancé, like I launched the baby stage of it in second year of university. And but I would say I began doing it like a full job in January.
This January.
January. And as at now, we have dozens of clients. We've done videos for many people. I mean, it's but it's interesting that I know something here. I mean, for the first 4 months, I had almost no client. So I was like, I have to go home. It's hard. Mommy, help me and everything. But I didn't tell mommy yet because she doesn't even know. I hope she wouldn't see this video. But the point is, for the first 4 months, it was tough, man. I was like, God. But now things are getting better. I mean, we are beginning. No, the money is not yet there, but we are beginning to have clients who believe in us, and we are helping them to grow. So for now, recently, just 5 days ago, we worked with Total Cameroon, which is a multinational, and it's for us it's an achievement because it's like, okay, man, there's something in this, and we are confident that we're in the right industry, we're in the right business.
Alors personnellement, vous avez récemment publié un livre en ligne. Il s'agit d'un e-book. Et si vous nous en parlez?
Donc j'ai publié ce livre qui est intitulé Sucre ton digital. Et comme son nom l'indique, l'objectif du livre est de permettre aux entrepreneurs, aux étudiants, aux cadres d'entreprise à mieux vendre leurs entreprises en ligne ou leurs initiatives en ligne. Donc c'est plus ou moins ce que je veux appeler le marketing digital 101, une introduction au marketing digital. Et la différence vraiment c'est, quand tu vas sur Google, tu vas juste des livres des Européens, des Asiatiques. Pourquoi on n'écrit pas nos propres livres sur le marketing digital au Cameroun?
Exactement.
Alors, je me suis assis avec mon équipe et j'ai dit, pourquoi est-ce qu'on n'a pas de livre au Cameroun? J'ai dit, il n'y a pas. Pourquoi? Bon, on s'est donné 2 mois, 3 mois, bon, je ne me rappelle pas, mais on a travaillé sur ça et le livre était prêt, on a partagé et on a eu des milliers de téléchargements, je dois le dire. Et je vais encourager tous ceux qui veulent apprendre plus sur le marketing digital d'aller télécharger le livre, c'est simple, Sucre ton digital, ou je sais pas, peut-être contacter l'émission et ils vont vous passer le livre. Et bon, c'est vrai que it's not so much linked to your question, but there's no age to learn digital marketing because sometimes people think they're too old to learn digital marketing. So if you're 60 years, you're 70 years, you should not feel ashamed to ask your granddaughter or your son that I want to learn about digital marketing because let me tell you, in 5 years, in 10 years, digital is going to be everything. So if you don't learn now, then you're going to be way, way behind.
But sometimes you also do videos about marketing, digital marketing on your Facebook page.
Yeah, on my Facebook page, Momo Bertrand, I do a lot of videos because I think people learn more when they listen and when the person is convincing enough. And I have that blessing that God gave me that I'm able to pass messages in a clear way and people understand. So I do a lot of videos on why you need to create an account, on Facebook, on how to get people to like you on social media when you're doing something which is impactful, on how to do many things on social media. And it has been an experience because, anyway, it's true that I've not reached the lesson part and I'm cutting it short, but the point is, before I did my first video, you know, I put my purple tie, I put my shirt and everything. I was like, okay, I have to do these videos. And then I'm meditating. And many people were like, it's crazy, why will you do a video?
Yeah.
And I was scared. And then I do the video and I have thousands of views. So I'm like, if you really want to do something, just do it. Yeah, it's just a little anecdote I have related to videos. Yeah, definitely.
So, and now what is your project in the future?
Yeah, first of all, I have two ambitions. The first ambition is to make sure that in the coming years, before 2020, we have given skills and trainings on digital marketing to at least 1 million Cameroonians. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Don't ask me. I don't know, but I just have this belief that it's like the fight against AIDS or malaria. We have to fight against the ignorance of digital marketing. So that is my first crusade, and I'm doing it already. Even through these talks, if you notice when I talk, I always try to encourage people to invest themselves. And still using the medical analogy, the second objective, and this is for Momo B, our second objective is to become what I call the hospital for businesses. Yeah, but when I mean hospital for businesses, is every business in the world, and especially in Africa, that has a problem, that has a disease in terms of its image, in terms of its tongue, the tongue of the business in communicating. Yeah. We should be the reference, we should be that person, that company, sorry, which people are coming to. I know that people, when in the hospital, you don't just go when you're sick.
Vous pouvez aussi aller pour les check-up.
Bien sûr, tu peux aller pour un check-up. Donc, quand ton entreprise, tu sais que ton entreprise va bien, mais tu te dis, bon, peut-être, on ne sait jamais, il y a peut-être une nouvelle maladie, ou il y a une nouvelle chose que je peux apprendre. Tu vas vers l'hôpital Momobi, bon, l'hôpital du commerce, plus ou moins, et on te prodigue des conseils. Mais en gros, dans le futur, on veut vraiment aider les entreprises à augmenter leur chiffre d'affaires en vendant en ligne. Parce que non seulement c'est moins cher, mais le retour sur investissement est plus conséquent. Donc voilà en gros nos objectifs pour le futur. Et bien sûr, on sait que ça ne sera pas facile, mais comme Mafouni a dit, la vie c'est la bastonnade.
Ah, c'est clair. Alors nous avons pour coutume, pour terminer nos entretiens, de demander à l'invité de s'adresser face caméra.
Ok.
Pour justement
like
donner...
on the hot seat now, like you, okay.
Justement pour donner des conseils à tous ces jeunes-là comme vous, par exemple, qui aimeraient se lancer, qui sont peut-être encore présentement aux études, qui ont un projet, mais qui hésitent à le faire.
Ok. So I'm talking to you. And I know that in your mind you have that idea. You have this project and you're like, it can work. I think that if I do this, it's going to work. It's going to impact the lives of people. It's going to make me a more fulfilled person. But I know there's another voice. There's another voice. Sometimes the voice doesn't come from you, but it comes from other people. They say, why you? Tu penses que tu es qui pour faire ça? But the message I want to tell you is that the people who are destined to be great don't listen to the other voices. They just tell themselves that now is the moment, I am the person, I can do this, and they start doing it. So stop, forget whatsoever the world has told you, forget what the society tells you. I am telling you, because I've been in your shoes, I am telling you, start today. Simple. Take a white sheet of paper, write what you want to do, give yourself a deadline, next week I'm going to start, and then you'll be so impressed with what is going to happen. Commence maintenant. Le bon moment, c'est maintenant. Faut pas attendre. Si Jésus avait attendu, ceux qui devaient attendre l'iPhone avant de commencer à faire des snaps. Donc, commence maintenant et dis-toi que même si c'est difficile, gars, on va sauf que gérer. Commence maintenant. Voilà mon message.
Alors, merci beaucoup, Monsieur Momo Bertrand, d'avoir accepté notre invitation.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Mr. Dorian. And I love this bilingualism game. It's exciting and it's rare. It's rare. I want to appreciate you. I think it's beautiful what you're doing with this program because you're bringing in not only the spirit of entrepreneurship but also bilingualism, and it will be beautiful in all over the nation. when you reach in front of a journalist, he can express himself in both languages. I really appreciate it's great what my IUC is doing.
Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Alors, merci également à toute l'équipe de MyIUC TV qui se cache à la réalisation de ce programme Téléboss. Je pense comme ça à Nick Pro, le mécano de la Shadow E. Je pense également à monsieur le conseiller Mislin Akou qui est en congé en ce moment. Je pense comme ça au président Wafo, l'autre photographe professionnel, au grand docteur Fancho, l'homme qui est toujours derrière les 1000 milliards de boutons, à notre superviseur général monsieur Teke et à toute la grande famille de l'IUC. Nous vous donnons rendez-vous samedi prochain pour un nouvel épisode. Bye.